Hello, beautiful person. My name is Solar, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be making this video because I haven't been here in a minute and I'm trying to be more consistent. So I hope you're proud of me. I'm not gonna beat around the bush too much about it. I have had a long day and I just got home from an event and I just felt really inspired to make this video, especially with the year coming to an end and we're really about to step into a new energy, a new season. I mean, I feel like the new year really is in the spring, but honestly, I think every season and every portal is important, especially when you're shifting your timeline, shifting your life, and just wanting to become the person that you desire. Every single moment matters. So, I don't have any notes for this. I'm just gonna tell you what has worked for me. I would say this year has been one of the most transformative years of my entire life. And I'm not saying like I feel like I transformed this year like once. I feel like I transformed multiple times. Like if you saw me at the beginning of this year in January compared to the person I am now, like for me, of course, I know the difference because it's me, but it's a huge difference. And I just really feel like, I have learned a lot and I would love to share that knowledge with you, especially in your journey. I feel like it could help. I'm not here to just give you the generic advice that people are like, like go to the gym, eat better, all of those things. I'm like, it's the end of the year. We all know the physical things that we want, the physical aspects, the physical goals. I can generally say that I'm not gonna show my vision boards because I just for me those are just very intimate and very special to me, and I have no intention of showing them. But all the things I put in my vision board came true. In one way or another, they came true. Like, I have learned that I need to be a lot more specific with what I put because they came true. Some of them came true in some strange ways that I just was like, okay, that's not what I meant by that. You still give it to me, but that's not what I meant. So, first thing I'm gonna say, first thing first, is visualize, 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 visualize. You cannot get to a destination unless you know where that destination is exactly, right? So in order to become the person you want to become or reach the goal or achieve the goal that you want to become, you have to visualize what does that person look like? What does their daily habits look like? For example, I could say that I want to be a business owner by next year. What does my life look like as a business owner next year? Am I working 9 to 5? Am I luxurious? Am I a traveler? Am I owning a hair business? What am I doing? Get specific with it. And one thing that's helped me with that is vision boards and journaling. And by journaling, and I'm talking more so scripting, but more so like write out exactly the qualities you want as that person. So, for example, I would like to be in a financial position where I am stable, I have a stable income with my art. What does that look like for me? That means I am working my photography consistently, almost probably every day, but I am sustaining myself off of it and I'm consistent with it. So, what does that mean now for the current person that I am? How do I bridge that gap? I like to look at it like a timeline. This is the person I want to become. Okay, this is perfect. The lighting is awesome for this. This is the person I want to become. This is the person I am now. So it's like, how do I go from there to get to here? Right? And I have decided, like, I know the habits of me. And if I want to fully sustain myself with my photography, that means I need to now in the current present moment be already doing that. I need to already be taking pictures consistently. Even if I'm not getting paid for it, I need to actively be doing it in order for me to be prepared so that when I do arrive here, I'm not confused on how to be this person. So it's like it's a gradual closing of this like version of myself. And I always say that God will never give you more than you can handle, like ever. And I'm like, I know we love to joke about it and like, oh my God, stronger soldiers, why do I keep getting all these tasks and challenges? But I like to look at challenges now as a fun way of like, okay, like, what is this teaching me? Like, seriously, God, what are you trying to say right now? Like, because I've had some down bad moments this year, but it's always come back to the journal of like, what is this trying to force me into? Like, what is this trying to show me that I have not been seeing? You lost your job. Okay, now you have all this time. Yes, it's stressful because you have bills and you want to get those bills paid, but it's also like now that you have that moment for yourself, it's forcing you into stillness. Why do you need the stillness? Maybe you were overworked at your job and you were super tired, and maybe you would get sick if you had stayed at that job. But now that you're in the season of stillness, you can use that time to rest, meal prep, cook better, rest better, so that next time when you do get another job, you can balance things better. Yes. So visualize, visualize, visualize. We talked about that. So we have a vision boards. We have scripted what we want. Now it's time to put those things into actions. The woman of my dream, what does she do? Okay, you want to say, okay, let's say the person you want to become has a six pack. What can I do in my current reality in order to get this six pack? Because that six pack is not gonna magically happen. It's gonna be a daily action that you have to take while you're here. That's gonna slowly go to the gym, 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 go to the gym. Six pack. Is that making sense? I hope this is making so much sense for you, because honestly, the light really just came to shine and was like, yeah, like let me help you visualize what she's trying to say right now. Okay, so what current actions can you take in your present reality that's going to get you closer to the person you want to become? It's all about bridging the gap now between the manifestation and the current reality. And I want to say that, like, movement matters. Like, movement is so important, because when you hold tension, when you hold stress in your body, sometimes it can manifest as sickness, sometimes it manifests as depression, sometimes it's actual like bodily disorders and issues. Like, whatever you're not dealing with, it's going to manifest in your life one way or another. So I want you to start moving your body. And I'm not telling you you have to go lift weights at the gym every day. Yoga is a great way for you to move. You could take a dance class. You could run. You could literally do anything as long as you have some sort of movement incorporated. And it's just such a way to decompress and distress. Like, I swear to you, like, sometimes you're like, ugh. I know for me that's a thing. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I really don't want to go to the gym. But it's like, it's not the action of the gym that you're dreading. It's just the thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. Just do it. Literally stop thinking about it. Just do it. That's going to be your motto for next year. You want to become the dream person? Stop thinking about it. Just do it. Like, I think we found our title, honestly. Seriously, because you're not gonna get anything done if you keep overthinking. You can make 20 vision boards, you can make 25 playlists, you could make 20, you could start writing today the dream person you want to become and the person you are now, from today till 2037. But until you start doing the actions necessary, taking the steps necessary to become that person, it's just not gonna happen. So I want you to be kind to yourself. I want you to be devoted to yourself. I want you to be disciplined to yourself. You can't own a business if you're not consistent. You have to show up in order to own a business. You have to show up if you want to see progress. It's the same thing. You can't say, "Oh, I want to own a business," but every day you wake up, I'm like, "Oh, I'm too tired to like actually like do the research on my business. I'm too tired to work on my craft. I'm too tired to like write the chapter that I need for my book." Like, all of those things. I'm too tired to sew, but I want to be a fashion designer. When, in what reality does that happen? It doesn't. You have to actively be creating in order to get to the place where you can create for free. It's gonna be hard. Nobody said it was gonna be easy, but it's possible. But you have to be willing to put the actions into it to make it possible. So yes, now that we've talked about actions, we visualize, we act on it, and then I'm gonna say trust and pray. Like, I know this is like, okay, like, if you're not religious, like, honestly, don't worry about the praying part. Like, this is all, take whatever resonates and leave what don't. Okay, this is all just for whoever it's supposed to find, and it's supposed to resonate in the way it's supposed to. If you don't pray or you're not religious, that's okay. You don't have to, but like I said, trust. You have to have faith, especially when you're trying to shift your realities. You have to have faith. You have to have faith that it's going to work out, because sometimes you're going to have moments of failures, but you don't grow from when you succeed. You grow from your failures. If everybody gave up after they failed the first time, they would never get anything done. They would never actually achieve the things they're supposed to. They would never be great. Failure creates greatness. because only in failure can you learn to try and try again until you get it right the next time. And that's something I know I've struggled with, and I've also learned to ease myself into and give myself grace about, because one thing that I've been trying to challenge myself is learning new skills and learning new crafts and new art. And I'm like, I hate when I'm not good at something the first time I try it. It physically irritates my soul, because why would I not be great at this? Like, hello, like, I'm human. I'm not born with the ability to do something great, which is why I feel like I've stayed away from violin. I've been wanting to learn how to play the violin for so long, but because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna suck, and this is something I'm gonna have to learn step by step by step until I can get it down. And I'm actually gonna have to practice to get better at it. I'm not gonna be good at it overnight. It's not gonna be an instant connection with us, but that's okay. That's part of the process. So I do want you to try and try again. Do not let your first failure be your last. You should have multiple failures. You should get so comfortable with failure that you laugh about failure. That you should be like, all right, cool. Let's do this again. And I'm not saying it's gonna be easy to fail. Nobody likes to fail. Nobody likes to try something and then for it not to work out the first time. But like I said, failure creates greatness. Failure is the building stone of success. If you want to be the person you want to become, you're gonna have to fail sometimes. You're gonna have to learn how to handle rejection. And I'm like, a lot of business owners will tell you this, especially if you're an entrepreneur and that's kind of something you're interested in. A lot of business owners will tell you, like, I had to learn to get comfortable with no's so that I could appreciate the yeses. And once you, all it takes is one. All it takes is one yes. But if you stop after the first no, how would you know if you will ever make it to the yes? You don't. But I think when you fail, you need to take that as a learning lesson and be like, okay, I failed at this. This is what I learned, and this is what I can apply next time so I can get even better at it next time. It's all about changing your mindset around failure. You're not a failure because you didn't succeed the first time. Okay? If you choose to stop after you failed, I'm not coming for you. I'm not saying anything about you, but I am saying, then that just means that you failed at that thing. However, if you fail at the thing and you continue to try, that just means you're trying until you get to the success part of it. You know what I mean? If that helps you feel better. But yeah, it's a shift of mindset. Make sure to get well rested. I think I want to do a part two into this, but like a more in depth, like actual daily routines. Like I break everything down into timelines. We have our year, we have our quarters, we have our weeks, we have our days. So it's all about actions I'm doing that's going to get me to this goal by the end of the year. This is the actions I've learned and I've taken and I've done by this quarter that I need to get done that's going to get me closer to my goal at the end of the year. These are my daily routines that help me get closer to my quarterly goals. That's actually keeping me on track and keeping me consistent. And so. I hope that made sense. I am so grateful to have had you today. I'm gonna definitely do a part two because I feel like I should. If you don't want a part two, let me know. But if you do want a part two, please comment down below. I think I would love to talk more about this because I'm so passionate about this. And like I said, I've learned so much this year. I would love to share my knowledge with y'all and help you and on your journey to become your most loving self. And if you like my hairstyle, like also let me know because I decided to try something different today. And I've been loving like fun hairstyles. I'm probably gonna braid my hair soon, but before I braid my hair, I wanted to do a last hooray and just kind of like, try something fun with it. So I hope you're feeling love. I hope you're feeling blessed, and I hope you're feeling safe. Happy holidays to you. You can become this person. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. You got this. I know you got this, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.